Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to today's digital plan with me. I am so sorry that this video is going up a little bit late and I do apologize. I have had this weird cough all morning and I've had to restart this voiceover so many different times. So I've got my big giant jug of water next to me and I am praying that I make it through these next like 15 minutes or so without going into a coughing fit. But yeah, I apologize that this video also is going up a little bit late. I've really discovered that I like to plan for the next week on Fridays. It just naturally seems to kind of go that way where it just feels like a day to plan. So it's a little crunched for time when I'm planning out the week, doing the voiceover, uploading all that kind of stuff and trying to get this video up by noon. It just, especially when I'm having coughing fits, it kind of makes things a little complicated. So I think I'm going to move these videos to Saturdays moving forward. They were on Saturday before, I moved them to Friday, but I think Saturday is going to work out much better. I won't feel, you know, as rushed and everything. So yeah, Saturday mornings I will have this video up. I think I'll go back to the 7 a.m. I'm trying to not cough. I'm going to go back to the 7 a.m. Pacific Standard Time upload time. I'm in Arizona, so half the year I'm on Pacific time, half the year I'm on Mountain time. Arizona does have its own time zone, but I always feel weird saying Arizona time. So yeah, I think in the fall we'll switch to Mountain time, but yeah, I'm planning out the last full week of July as well, which honestly for me personally is really bittersweet. And it's honestly making me pretty sad because this means that my oldest daughter, Madeline, is going to be starting school very soon. She's going to be starting second grade. And I just feel like the summer just flew by. It went by way too quick and it's been great having her home and spending more time with her. And I'm honestly just not ready for her to go back to school. I'm not. So I'm a little sad right now that that's coming up. I mean, I'm excited for her and she's excited to go back and see her friends and everything like that. But I just feel like time just goes by so quick. It's crazy. And some things have happened this week that's put a lot into perspective for me. So I wanted to kind of talk about that a little bit. But before I get into all of that, because it's a little bit heavier, I wanted to share some really exciting news, which is that the Planning to Prosper team has grown by one more amazing individual. Her name is Allison, and she has been here since my Erin Condren like paper and pen days. She's always been super supportive, very encouraging, and she's going to be helping me out with cropping and compressing. So I'm very, very grateful that she has decided to join the team. And yeah, I can't believe we're growing by one more, but I am just, again, very, very grateful. And I feel like it's going to be such a great fit. I know Allison's left me several comments that have brought a lot of light into my life and have really uplifted me. And she's just always been so sweet. So I think it's going to be an amazing fit, and it'll be nice for me to have a little bit more help with more of those like types of tasks that free up my time that will, you know, allow me to design more and things like that. So yeah, that is very exciting. And the little Bitmoji that is in my thumbnail, Sharon actually created. Sharon's our other Planning to Prosper team member, and she created that. And I just think it's so adorable. It's so cute. So yeah, I'm just really excited. But yeah, so formally welcome Allison to the team, and so sorry, I feel like I'm gonna have another coughing fit. I'm hoping to not. I'm sorry, I feel like this video is like such a hot mess already and I'm like 4 minutes in, but I refuse to restart it, you guys. I refuse to. I've already restarted it like 500 times, so we're just gonna get through it. We're gonna get through it together. So sorry if I'm like apologizing a lot or scatterbrained or something like that. It's just because like my brain is all over the place right now with trying to not cough. But, and then as I mentioned, I've had kind of a lot on my mind this week as well. So years and years ago, I met a girl named Britt, and I met her very shortly after she was diagnosed with colon cancer. And she was told that she had 6 months to live. And I met her at our mutual friend Allison's house. Allison was one of my best friends during high school, and Britt was Allison's best friend. and we were all just kind of hanging out, and Britt told me about her diagnosis. We were kind of chatting about it, and I remember her just being so incredibly brave. I was just awestruck, honestly, by her courage and her optimism, and she had this light in her eyes that I will just never forget. It stuck with me. And Britt shared her journey with fighting cancer over the last 9 years. You guys, she was diagnosed with terminal cancer, given 6 months to live, and proceeded to kick its butt for 9 years. And earlier this week, she passed away. And she passed away on her own terms. She was surrounded by her family and friends. I'm getting this information from posts I've seen about it. I did not know Britt very well whatsoever, but she's one of those individuals that you just remember. And I followed her journey on social media. As I mentioned, she kind of shared her journey. She blogged about it and all of that. And then, of course, I have mutual friends with her, so I kind of knew what was going on there. But there have been many times that I've checked in on her, kind of just see how she's doing, have prayed for her and her loved ones. And she went into hospice over a week ago, almost 2 weeks ago. And yeah, she passed away peacefully and surrounded by her loved ones. And it just made me think of, like, she's my age, she's 36, she was 36. And she left behind such an impact on people, even people she may not have even realized she left an impact on. She was such an inspiration to me, and there were so many times that I thought about her when I was going through my own struggles, and just remembering, and it makes me emotional, but just remembering how brave she was when I talked to her, and seeing how positive she was, and she lived life to the fullest. I mean, she was just so talented, and you know, oh man, she just touched so many lives, and I know so many people are gonna miss her so much. And our time on this earth is so short. Hers was shorter because of her diagnosis, but she kicked its butt. She did everything she could, and she left behind a husband, and she was a granddaughter, a daughter, a friend, a niece, all those things. And so many people are heartbroken about losing her. And sorry, I'm so emotional about this, but I wish I had told her in some way, you know. I just silently followed her journey, and she inspired so many people, and it's just sad, you know. Whew, sorry. So that's been on my mind all week, and she's just the strongest woman that I personally, like, don't know very well whatsoever, but I don't think you have to know someone really well to know how strong they are and how amazing they are. And I know there was so many struggles that went on behind the scenes that I never knew about because, you know, I wasn't part of that. But just from what I saw, the glimpses that she shared with everyone on social media, and she was an amazing woman, a very strong woman. And there's a lot of people in my life that I've fallen out of touch with over the years. I think it just happens naturally. Like, you have kids, and Alice and I, you know, we were best friends for a long time, and she and I would, like, go to the gym together. I don't know if she watches these videos, but, like, we would go to LA Fitness and stuff, and Allison's just been on my heart all week because I know this is a huge loss for her, and, you know, her and I have fallen out of touch, and not for any malicious reasons whatsoever. It's just, you know, it just naturally happens. I think, you know, you get families and jobs and all these different things. And Allison's actually impacted my life in a huge way. Something I don't think I've even shared with her, but she actually prevented something really tragic from happening to me during like a house party at her house. And I don't even know if I've told her about that, but I won't go into detail because it's really personal. But she, like, there's just, we need to tell each other more, basically. I feel like we need to tell each other more when, you know, someone's inspiring us or how much we love someone. I didn't plan for this video to get so emotional, but it's on my heart to talk about these things, and so I want to talk about them because there's just so much craziness and crap going on in the world that's creating so much division and conflict and things like that. And I just feel like life is just so short, and why are we letting these things keep us away from each other, or from showing our love for one another? And, you know, if someone makes an impact in your life, if you love someone, you gotta tell them. You have to tell them. And I'm bad about it too. I mean, it's easy for me to isolate myself. I'm just here working from home in my office, and I have really close girlfriends that I get together with every so often, but it's already been way too long since I've seen them. And I think about them every day, and I follow what they're doing on social media and stuff like that. But like, I don't talk to them. We don't text each other hardly at all. When we do, it's nice because I feel like we're just picking up where we left off, and those are great relationships to have. But I've put work on such a pedestal, and Jordan Syatt, and you guys, I'm not complaining. My work is my passion. I'm very passionate about what I do, but I feel like there is sort of a culture of just grind in America. Jordan Syatt is a fitness professional I follow on social media, and he was talking about how when he went to Israel, something that impacted him greatly is that he was walking down the street, and one of the shop owners he knew was closing up the shop early, and he was like, you know, why are you closing early? It's not time to close yet. And the guy was like, you know what? It's a really nice day out. I want to go out with my grandkids. And when I told Andrew about it, I like started, just like I'm doing now, I just started getting kind of teary-eyed and emotional, because there's such a culture of grind, and we're just working our lives away. And at the end of the day, you know, when it's our time to leave this earth, are we going to really think about, you know, the house we lived in and the car we drove and how much money we made? Or are we going to think about the people that we love and the memories that we made? So it just put a lot into perspective for me. Whew. And I know Britt's going to be so missed. And she was so loved, and she inspired so many people. So I just wanted to kind of chat about that today. I swear, I really did not mean to get this emotional. I think I've just been sort of bottling this up all week, and now I'm unloading on you guys, so I apologize for that. But yeah, so I just wanted to talk about that. Just sometimes we need that gentle reminder of how short life is, and to not take certain things for granted. And I know I need to be better about putting more effort into my relationships and keeping in touch with people more, and to not isolate myself so much, because I don't know, when I worked at Grand Canyon University years ago now, it's where I met all of my really close girlfriends that we get together, you know, like once every 6 months or so, and have a blast together and stuff. And I love them all so much. And we saw each other every day, and we experienced the ups and downs of each other's lives, and we were each other's greatest cheerleaders. And I feel like that social aspect of my life was just very full, and I've sort of lost that throughout the years when I started working from home, and I know a lot of us are working from home now. Some of our companies, once the pandemic hit and everything, some companies decided to just stay remote full time and different things like that. So, and we go to church and we do Bible study, and my best friend lives right down the road from me. But even her and I mean, we don't talk every single day. I think she's got twins, she works full time, and we just have our lives that we have going on, and it happens. It's so easy to just sort of forget about what's going on outside of, you know, your office door and our office room and everything. But, you know, if you make a connection with someone, if you love someone, if you are inspired by someone, you have to put in the time and the effort, and just, I don't know. I think of Britt being surrounded by her family and friends as she passed on, and that is what matters, you know? That's what matters more than anything at all at the end of the day. And so we have to really remember that. You know, we have to work to live and all that kind of stuff. Well, no, not work to live. We have to work to, you know, pay for things and all that kind of stuff. But what is that saying? It's like, don't work to live, live to work. Or no, yeah, work to live, don't live to work, I think is what I'm trying to say. So it's just put a lot into perspective for me, and my heart and prayers go out to, you know, all of those who loved Britt and who are going to miss her so much. And she was just such a warrior. She was just absolutely amazing, left behind such a legacy and so much inspiration. And like I said, there's moments where I, you know, am struggling, and I just think, I would think about her and what she was struggling with, and, you know, it just, yeah. Anyways, guys, I didn't mean for this to get kind of heavy, but it's just sort of the direction it took. But hopefully you're also encouraged by this and uplifted in a way. You know, just tell people that you love them. If you love them, tell them, spend time with them, check in on them, text them, whatever you can do to keep in touch with people and everything, because our relationships with one another, that's what matters most at the end of the day. And so yeah, anyways, that's it for this digital plan with me. I am going to go ahead and get this video uploaded for you guys. But if you know, could say some prayers for Britt's family, for her loved ones during this time of grief, I would really appreciate that. And she was a very, very awesome woman that left behind a mark, that's for sure. And she'll be living on through all of those who loved her so much and inspired her so much, and will tell her stories. And I met her exactly one time, and it was years and years ago, but I never forgot about her. I will always remember that light that just shone so brightly in her eyes and her bravery. Something I've never forgotten. So anyways, I hope that you all are well. I hope that you have some fun plans for the weekend. And I don't know if I mentioned, I used kit 34 in this. I'll have the link to my shop down below if you want to check it off. It feels weird ending on that note, but I don't know if I mentioned it at the front of the video or at the beginning of the video. So but have a wonderful weekend. I will see you next Wednesday for my August plan with me. That'll be up next Wednesday, so stay tuned for that. And otherwise, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and I will chat with y'all later. Bye.